Hi, this is Chris with Laughter on Water. You just got handed the task of editing content on the company's WordPress site, but you have no idea how to use WordPress. This tutorial series assumes you're not interested in setting up the site, changing the look and feel, or adding new capabilities. Your objective right now is adding new content or editing existing content. You'll learn in this short set of tutorials how to take advantage of WordPress's wysiwyg interface using real-world examples. This tutorial comes with example documents and images, so you can follow along on your own screen at your own pace. The tutorial documents are available in the show notes for each tutorial session. Also in these tutorials, I use the Firefox browser and suggest that you use it too so that your experience will be similar to what you see on screen, regardless of whether you're using Windows, Mac, or Linux. I assume that you are already familiar with how to use a browser, but if you aren't, you should be able to pick up what you need to know from the context of the video. For this first tutorial, you won't need any documents. Our main objective for this session is to acquaint you with the anatomy of a WordPress website. We'll cover the public face of the site and its attributes, how to log in, and how to retrieve your password if you can't remember it. Lastly, we'll introduce you to the administrative interface, but we'll cover that in depth in the next session. There are two flavors of WordPress. There is the self-hosted version and the WordPress.com hosted version. The self-hosted version allows you to choose a host and create and edit your own WordPress themes. If you have the time and energy to create and use your own self-hosted sandbox WordPress website, feel free to download the WordPress theme I'm using for this tutorial from the show notes. By creating a sandbox website, you can make mistakes worry-free. If you want to create a free development blog on WordPress.com, you can choose one of their available themes, then come back and start from this point in the video. Let's get started. First, in the address field of your browser, type the URL for your website or type the URL for the demo from the show notes and press enter to see the example in this demo. What you see on your screen will very likely look different from what you see in the video, and capabilities vary from different themes, but website anatomy should remain relatively similar from site to site. The first part of our website is the header. A WordPress website will often have a logo or image, a title, and possibly a slogan. All or none of these may appear in the header, which may contain only eye candy in the form of a compelling background image. A navigation bar is commonly found below the header. It's also called a horizontal menu, or sometimes the primary menu. If your site doesn't have this horizontal feature, the primary menu is probably in a sidebar, which is the next part of our website anatomy. Also, there can be more than one sidebar. Sidebars can have multiple features called blocks. Each block will ordinarily have a similar look and feel, but provide a different method for drilling down into the bowels of the site or provide additional capabilities. Below our sidebar is the footer, which typically contains a few common links, website usage agreements, and copyright information for the website. All of the website anatomy I've introduced up to this point are parts that will appear on every page. Other than to define them, these are all website parts we are not covering in this suite of tutorials. The content area contains unique textual compositions in the form of posts or pages. We'll cover posts and pages in a later episode. Before we do that, let's learn how to log in and how to retrieve our password if we can't remember it. Sidebars can be found on the right, left, or both sides of the content area depending on how your theme is set up. Somewhere in one of your sidebars there will likely be a meta block with a login link. This should get you to a standard WordPress login page. As an example, when I hover over the login link in the meta block, an information bar with the login link appears at the bottom of my browser window. If you can't find the login link for your website in the address field of your browser, after the domain name add /wplogin.php and hit return. Next, type in your username and password. If you are on a public or non-secure computer, don't allow the browser to remember your login information. If this is your home computer or one that only you will have access to and you're comfortable that your housemates or office mates will not abuse the situation, feel free to allow the browser to remember your login information. If you can't remember your password, click the link labeled Lost Your Password. Type in either your username or your email address and click Get New Password. An email will be sent to your email account. Reset your password by clicking this link. This will bring up a new page where you can reset your password. Type in your password and reset the password. Once your password has been reset, click Login and log in. At this point, we're at the dashboard. We'll talk about the dashboard in the next episode. This is Chris with Laughter on Water. Stay tuned for our next episode, and thanks for watching.